Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Thanks.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Huskers ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense will come out first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, it's Raymond. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Churns into the pile. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Quickly complete. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Searching for space. So Nebraska's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we get our first look at Anthony Calandria. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team. And they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. Uh-oh, look out. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Scarlet Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Drops back on first down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Caught in the backfield. It's Ives. Run ends there. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field, because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Sells the run, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
On the return, it's Benjamin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The sure hands, it's Black. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Scarlet Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Moving the pocket, it's Calandria. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, you know, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10. These 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. Floats it out in space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Left side, it's Barney. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Makes the grab over the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Huskers have moved it inside the 20. Looking for running room. Got a little grass. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate the...
Touchdown, Husker! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hits inside. It's Raymond. At the 35, he's got room. And he's stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, going to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cornhuskers sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly will see how they adjust. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab deep. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run inside. It's Raymond. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Duke Blue Devils.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the Cornhuskers head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the Vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Quick give. It's Mitchell. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. With the catch, it's Black. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Finds his target. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the run, it's Nelson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't.
Caught, and he's got room.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Running inside, it's Nelson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. They take the lead here in the second half.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of this drive. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He's into the open down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
To the air, it's Calandria. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Nelson. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Sends it back in motion. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He's got it. Got room at the 35. Running free. He's inside the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
From the gun, it's Benjamin. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Rush right in his face, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So we open the final period with a third down play. Straight ahead, it's Benjamin. Looking for room at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to punch it in. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Takes the handoff, it's Nelson. Just smothered on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded getting that safety.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. In traffic, it's Duff.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hits inside, it's Raymond. Pulled to the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Black. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Wide receiver comes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Mitchell. tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Setting up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quick give. It's Benjamin. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Moving out to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Incomplete. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Nelson. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Defense all over him. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Nelson. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Looking for the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. It comes down to this. one more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Drops back on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang.